YouTube, what is going on? It is your host, the one and only Menace. Hey, welcome back, guys, to the channel. I know I have not been posting on YouTube as frequently. As many may know, for the people interacting with Discord, who talk to me throughout the days and whatnot, it's just tough right now. I always been a Paragon fanboy, and it's honestly tough with the state of the games right now. Technically, Fault's dying. We have Overprime coming out for another test here shortly, and Predecessor, we just don't even know when. Everything's by speculation. I do think that I will be heavily transitioning to a Paragon content creator style, content, if you will. But without further ado, this video, what we're talking about here today is some of the final playtest footage that was sent over to me, as well as, many other people. And overall, I think it was, if I seen correctly, released in the Overprime General Discord chat. So definitely take a look at it. I wanted to break down some things, talk about, maybe a couple unpopular opinions that, I think the general public may have, and talk about some things that I in particularly like. So without further ado, let's get right into this video so you guys can watch the rest of the footage here at the end. Coming off strong, guys, I want to talk about point number one here, and it is the teleporters. I think the teleporters by far is the number one thing that I hear most people talk about in the game, and it's honestly okay. It's expected. It's a new mechanic that I haven't seen any other Paragon try to copy or mimic in any sort of way, shape, or form, and that's okay. I think the teleporters, in my opinion, bring a brand new learning curve to the game, a different dynamic, something that I will obviously get adjusted to, as well as everybody else. I do not see it being a backbreaker for the game. However, just new opportunities to learn and play this game differently. I can, see right now us having a team fight on Prime, for example, and there is a teleporter by Prime for those who don't know. And us having a team fight, and we're using it strategically, whether to push a teammate into it, to prevent a massive team wipe, or maybe take an enemy player out of the game and removing them for the fight for a couple seconds. Now it's a 4v5 situation. So all in all, like I said, I don't think it's a backbreaker. I think it's just going to open up new learning curves that people will have to get adjusted to if they want to keep playing this game. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think the teleporter should be removed entirely? Let me know why. And going straight into point number two, I personally think the sprint mode is something that I hear people talk about way too much, in my opinion. A lot of people don't like the sprint mode. They think MOBA shouldn't have sprint mode, whatever the case may be. But my counteract to that is, like many others, I started MOBA in general on Paragon, on the PlayStation. So everything that came with that first rendition of Paragon is what I thought a MOBA should have. Now, again, I've learned to play other MOBAs in different styles and whatnot, but the same way I got accustomed to having a sprint mode in Paragon, I'm sure I'm more than capable of doing it in Overprime. I'm sure many others can too. Does it offer faster rotations? Absolutely. Can it make a game go 2x fast? Maybe. There's a lot of other factors to make a game go by fast besides a sprint mode. And like the teleporter instance, I challenge everybody here who may be watching this, to challenge you guys to learn the new mechanic, the new style. When one door opens, another one shuts. So you guys got to be able to learn, in my opinion, learn how to adapt to that type of style. I think it's great. I didn't have too much of a problem with it. I think it's nice to see a different animation when you're trying to traverse from one lane to another versus just that same stagnant walking that we're all used to. But again, just my unpopular opinion. Don't shoot the messenger here. So I have to get used to calling the game Paragon, but for some reason Overprime still sticks out to be the most. But one thing I've liked about Paragon, and back when they had their closed beta and whatnot, something I've always said to many different people, something I thoroughly enjoyed was their visual effects. To me personally, visual effects play a big part in, especially in MOBAs in general. Not everything's going to be audio cues, not everything's going to be teammates calling out. Visual effects do play a big part of it. You want to know when the stun is over, you want to know when you're about to get hit. And all in all, I think they do a good job, from how dynamic it looks to the audio that's tied into a lot of things. It's honestly great to have that receptive learning in the background. as you're playing a game, especially like this. So all in all, I think it's good. But to some people, I think might have a hard time registering all that's going on. And I put up here, for example, here on this prime fight, I can see where a lot of things might get too cluttered. Maybe it's the color saturation may be too high, or you know, just the camera shake might be too intense, and that's okay. It's completely okay. Not everybody's going to be able to read all this and interpret it correctly for, you know, the best possible strategies. Do take note, you know, there is a small window here on one of these playtests that I'm gonna put up here of somebody going through the settings, and they don't show all the settings, but they do show camera shake intensity, which is probably something I will turn down to the max. I don't personally like camera shake. It just doesn't fit well with my mental. But I will be turning this down, and I encourage everybody to definitely go through these settings before going into a game, just to tune it to your play style. But all in all, like I said, it is something that I like a lot about Paragon, is the visual effects that they have. And lastly, guys, I wanted to talk about my last point here with you guys. When I'm done with this point, I'm going to be showing you guys all the rest of the playtest footage, and throughout the rest of the remainder of the weeks up until the global final test, I'm going to be showing as well the other final playtest that will be in different languages. That way you guys can get to see, you know, different heroes, different items and stuff like that. Just be mindful the language will be different. It's like that way, you know, different countries and whatnot get to see this stuff. But all in all, like I said, the last thing I'm looking forward to is the amount of heroes that will be on the roster. This will, you know, by the numbers, be the biggest roster pool that we had on the Parazombie remix, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. I'm personally a Grok Sevrog, you know, either Rampage, Jungle Fighter type of playstyle already as is, and I can't wait to get a hold of these characters and get to play them. A big roster is obviously important for team comps, team synergy, stuff like that, but it's obviously going to play a big part of their rank system. I don't see rank coming out for the global final test. It just doesn't make sense to have rank already going for a test. I could definitely see it being a thing when the game releases. So without further ado, guys, leave down in the comments who you think will be your ideal team comp and what character you probably will play the most. All in all, like I said, just be sure to like this video for more Overprime future content, Paragon Overprime future content, and definitely hit that bell icon to be subscribed to the channel. I greatly appreciate it, guys. YouTube has always been my neglected child of social media, but I definitely do look forward to bringing you guys more content here. But without further ado, enjoy the rest of the final playtest footage. And then without further ado, like I said, it's Menace signing off. You guys have a good one, and I love all you guys. Bye-bye.
Enemy. An ally has been slain. An ally has slain an enemy. An ally has slain an enemy. Nowhere to run. An enemy has been enemy. An ally has been slain. An ally has slain an enemy. Double kill. Shake. An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain. Enemy inhibitor is under attack. An ally has slain an enemy. Taking the battlefield. An ally has slain an enemy.